Walker, when was the last time you felt like a kid?
Oh my God. I feel like a kid every single day.
All right, Todd Squad. Today we're having a play date with Walk Sauce 42, aka Walker Ward, aka the reason I'm not depressed. I have to say it, and probably the funniest person on the internet.
Gas me up.
So,
thanks, Al.
You know, Al, we're already
doing it. We're already doing it. We're already on the one syllable name basis.
I'm so happy to be here with you today. Thank you for doing this. This is great.
Of course, my pleasure. We have a marvelous, crisp autumn afternoon. Vibes are immaculate.
Vibes are immaculate. Chad. I saw your Chad post last night.
Chad.
It's very Chad.
Very
Is
Chad.
it Chad? You're not so Chad right now.
I'm not. I mean, I have a little bit. I for sure have some Chad in me.
There is a B, so let's
That's okay. We'll live. I'm not allergic.
Okay, well, I actually am.
Well, then we'll get him out.
Okay.
I have my EpiPen on me. Worst case scenario.
Back
I'm
to
always
Chad.
cracking. Chad. I have a little bit of Chad in me. I kind of grew up in that world that I will lampoon sometimes, but not like over the top.
Wait, can we go back to lampoon? That's kind of a big word. What does that mean?
For sure. So
'Cause I don't know what
lampoon
that means.
between us girls.
Yep.
Bug between us girls. Basically means to make fun of, to
Totally.
poke fun at. So lampoon, all sort of, lampoon or satirize, like make fun satirically of different walks and elements of life. One of which being the 1%, the kind of Nepo baby vibe.
Totally.
AKA Chad.
AKA Chad. One thing I'm going to say is, like, I am never afraid to say when I don't. I wish there was juice in there. I'm so sorry.
No, there is.
I am never afraid to say when I don't know what a big word means.
Totally.
I also will use big words even when I don't know what they mean with confidence. And no one will catch it.
That's what it's all about. Life is all about confidence. I pulled up to a dinner last night that I was not invited to.
Okay.
Full on, kind of influencer, girlies fashion dinner.
Totally.
And I just pretended that I was supposed to be there, and they let me stay.
What were you wearing? Like a Chad loafer?
I actually was very much in a Chad vibe. I was in my Jay McLaughlin sweater, my freshly pressed slacks,
I'm crying.
my little loafers,
Yep.
and my Nantucket socks that I'm still wearing.
Love, and yes, you should be. Walker, when was the last time you felt like a kid?
Oh my God, I feel like a kid every single day. I definitely still have my sort of little person in me, which I think is super important. Obviously, in life, growing up, you have to be an adult sometimes. You have to deal with adult things and blah, blah, blah. But I think it's so important to hold on to your little kid, your inner child as well, because it helps you enjoy, little moments that many adults that maybe are caught up in the hustle and bustle of every day might miss.
100%.
Even these little pigeons having fun. I'm excited. Look at them go. Playdate. Pigeon playdate.
Pigeon playdate.
Yeah.
So you like pigeons.
They're
You're not
okay.
a New Yorker. They're okay.
They're okay. Yeah. I don't dislike them, but I just see them having fun.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, and so are we.
Yes, we are. But okay, you're holding on to that little kid. Really bring me into who was. I like to say is because I think when you're holding on to the little kid, it's not past tense. So who is little Walker? What does he wear? How does he move through the world? Does he perform? Is he loud? Is he quiet? Is he fun? Really favorite after school snack? Really bring me into it. Bring us into it.
Little Walker, little Walk Sauce. He was a whippersnapper, He was super, super blonde, big, curly hair. Very much a similar vibe to what he is or who he is, who I am today. I went to Princeton Day School. Shout out PDS, go Panthers.
Shout out PDS, go Panthers.
I was a lifer.
And I was also lifer K through 12 at my school. Cheers to being a lifer.
And so we were just a couple respective lifers here. And point being, I did not make it through the academic rigors of PDS with my rapier wit. It was more, and my studies. It was more, teachers loved having me because I was always participating.
Right.
So I was always the one kind of bringing some, class clown vibes, jokes to the classroom.
Saying things like lampoon.
Saying things like lampoon.
Totally.
Just saying all kinds of stuff. And I mean, ever since I was little, I was very, very easily entertained. I mean, I loved doing all kinds of stuff, but I was always in my Merrills, probably in lower school. I was a big Merrill kid.
Totally.
Big Merrill kid. I was a big... Then in, like, middle school, I started to, like, play ice hockey, so I had my, like, team jacket I always wore. Yeah, a little middle school hockey bro. But Merrills were big for me, for sure.
What was middle school like
Great arch support. Shout out Merrill. Not sponsored. Middle school, well, so in second grade, I know it's not middle school, but this is important.
You choked on a graham cracker.
I choked on a graham cracker.
Okay, but I do want the details of the story because I've heard it and I love it, and let's go.
And it ties into who I was like, what I was like in middle school. That's why I brought this up.
Because a graham cracker can be monumental, and it sounds like it was.
I choked on a graham cracker in middle school, or in second grade, watching Shackleton in my second grade classroom.
Okay.
And that kind of like sparked this anxiety in me, child anxiety. I became afraid to eat solid food for like probably a year and a half.
Wow.
Because I was afraid that I lost confidence in my like chewing and swallowing ability. So I thought
the birds just got scared. They all flew away.
Yeah, I know. Bye, guys. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
So
anyway,
were you literally not? You're like ripping in applesauce to go to school?
Easily. Anything mushy, mashed potatoes, applesauce, like cream cheese out of a packet. Like, it was not good. My parents took me to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
Yep, Chop was there yesterday.
Chop had all these like tests. Anyway, they were like, look, long story short, physically your kid's fine. It's all up in the head. So once fifth grade hit, this is about 2 years later, I finally started to grow out of that. I'm rubbing my tummy.
Isn't it fun to just rub your tummy sometimes?
Totally. And
like
pat your head.
Love, totally. I can't. Well, you try. Wait, quickly.
We're just doing both.
Quite
Hi,
hard
guys.
for me.
Hi,
okay,
friends.
keep going. I'm getting quite distracted.
So anyway, I in fifth grade just packed on a ton of weight. I went from like maybe 70, 65 pounds to like 110. I was a little pudgy guy running around, which was great.
Kind of cute.
Yeah,
Walk sauce. Yeah.
In like children clothing.
I don't like the birds. I'm going to say it. I'm feeling upset by their presence. Okay, they're gone. Keep going.
In like children clothing, I was husky. It was like a husky size. I was always a husky.
I don't even know what that size is.
And it basically is just a nice way of saying you're kind of a little porky guy.
Okay. How did that affect your confidence?
And so it did. I mean, maybe a little. And look, I really wasn't like. I wasn't like Hammy in Sandlot where I was like really like a big guy, but I was husky. I was a husky. I was a husky slack at Gap Kids, and anyway, so in middle school I loved my friends. I loved going to school. I loved having like play dates. Sleepovers freaked me out. I was always the kid.
You went home.
I'm sorry to admit it, but like calling my parents like 10 at night being like, hey, Mom, Dad, I need the scoop.
You like a sleep under.
Yes, sleep under.
And you know what? Between us girls, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You kind of strike me as someone
I grew out of it.
Okay,
eventually.
When? By the time they're having sleepovers. But who wants to have a sleepover in high school?
In high school, it became more like less of like we're, pillow talk on the trundle bed in like your BFF's room and like talking about the new Lego or whatever, or like Halo. And it's more like it became basement, all the guys are sleeping over in like someone's basement, watching movies, playing Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're playful. I also have heard you were a theater kid.
I was like Troy Bolton with like a 30 BMI. I say this. I was a chubby Troy Bolton running from the locker room to the stage. And,
the locker room or the walker room?
The walker room. Hey, throw that in your pipe and smoke it.
Here's what I have to say is that your comedy, I know you call it observational comedy, okay? Because I do my homework, and I did my homework when I was a kid too. And I've just seen it like a little bit of a smart ass. I'm really not like that at all. Like, I was also the one who just got along with the teachers, wasn't so good at the math, you know what I mean? But were you observational as a kid? Because I know you have to be observational now for the Chad, for the Patagonia, for the oat milk, like for the bit.
Yes, I was always a sponge. My first word, apparently, according to my parents, was light. Just because I was like lying down on my back, like looking at lights. Just observing the lights.
Of spiritual.
Yeah, and so but I was always very observational.
Okay.
Totally. I would hear things that my parents would say and like regurgitate them like a week later, and they'd be like, "Wait, what?" Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit for me undiagnosed ADD, but it works. It works. But I think, like, I also have, like, a running notes, running list in my notes app where I, like, hear things that spark inspiration, and I write it down. One-liners, like, giving, like, overheard New York or LA type of vibe.
100%. Yeah. My notes app is a wild place.
Wild. Should we pull it out and see one thing that's in there that makes no sense at all? Because, like, why not?
Let's whip this little...
Did you listen to Taylor on the way here?
I didn't.
Okay.
I should have.
Do you like the new album?
I was telling this to some of my friends yesterday. When Taylor Swift drops albums, it's kind of usually sort of a slow burn for me. Mm-hmm. Where, like, I hear it at first and I'm like, it's not really hitting. But then, like, over time, will you guys chill?
They won't chill. I hate birds. Okay, keep going.
Over time, they'll start to grow on me. And, like, last night, I was Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor. Like, Elizabeth Taylor slaps.
Like
Elizabeth Taylor. I need to learn the words, but like,
you know the vibe, you know the beat.
Yeah, YKTB beat. Anyway, I do like Taylor Swift. I did go to the Eras tour. I like her music. I'll leave it at that. I love her shows. I love her shows.
She's a great performer and a great lyricist. What's in the notes app?
I want to go to like a random notes app because this is like active. Okay. Here's Nara Smith, Cheez-Its from scratch, had a baby yesterday. Schiaparelli runway gown with the gloves, making a homemade pizza, clickbait is insane, 12 kids running around. That's what my notes says.
A honestly Oscar-winning performance.
So I need to do a...
Have you ever made homemade Cheez-Its?
No, but I want to do like a Nara Smith spoof.
Yes, and yes you will, and send it to me when it drops.
Competitive moms, upper blef. I have wild shit.
Walk sauce.
Yeah.
I feel like you're really in your flow state. And not
sure.
By that I don't mean period. I mean you're
Heavy
in your
flow.
creative flow.
Yeah.
And if I had to guess,
it
maybe wasn't always like this when you were working in finance.
Finance, as we say.
Okay, David Katz. Like, literally wait till my dad hears that. I actually just had diarrhea in my pants from hearing you say that. We're going to go back to my dad later.
Okay.
But this job in finance,
yeah,
you're observing these bits. Are you knowing at the time that you wanted to, like, go pursue this, being an entertainer?
Yeah.
Like,
I've always wanted, ever since I was little, going back to the little guy, I've loved... performing, entertaining. I've wanted to be like in movies. I don't know why I'm putting that in quotes.
Oh,
literally
yes,
in movies.
Totally.
In a TV show, on a stage. I can't sing.
That's
but
okay.
And Max Keeble's Big Move. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
I did.
About like the little kid in middle school who like becomes like the sort of BMOC, big man, I guess,
I have to go watch it.
On campus.
Okay.
The best. So that inspired me because I thought Max Keeble was so cool. Okay. The classic, like, early 2000s spiky hair, whatever. So I always had that in the back of my mind, but I never, did anything to, like, I didn't go to, like, film school. I did a little bit of theater in high school, but, like, really I played ice hockey. Went to college, played ice hockey on the real team for about 48 hours, and then I was cut from the team, played club, which was great, and then a family that I used to babysit for called me. The dad was the head of sales at this Wall Street firm.
Yeah, in finance.
High finance.
Yep.
And he was like, do you want to apply for this junior sales role? And I was like, hell yeah, let's fire it up. So I took the job. So long story short, I worked there for about 5 years, and I was let go July of 2023, so about 2 years ago. But when I was there, it was kind of like anything else that I've done or do. Like, I am not really any different today than I was when I was working there. The only difference is, like, yes, now instead of pulling up to work and, like, calling clients, I'm, like, writing a script for, like, a funny video. But other than that, like, I would do bits at work and, like, I was the culture guy. Like, I would, was kind of trying to make people laugh. HR fucking hated me. Oh, sorry. Hated me.
Oh, no. We can swear.
Yeah, okay. I'm a toddler. I've got Play-Doh. Like.
Good. Is that the color you want? I hope. I hope it's blue. You like blue.
I like blue.
Right. I'm going to
I like blue.
Got it. Totally. Wait. Also,
I like blue.
Also, did you have any... When you really started to pursue it, I know you were let go, which sounds like it might have been a blessing, question mark?
Definitely a blessing.
Why?
Because that wasn't what I really wanted to do. It was just a
Is it
job.
Stuck? It gets stuck. Okay.
Yeah, it's stuck. I got it now. I'm going to play with it. But I didn't know what I wanted to do, I guess. I knew that I had to have a job. You go to college and you get a job.
Right.
And I graduated from college. I stayed up in Geneva, New York, the 315, G Vegas, for 2 years. Started an illegal ride-sharing service called Walker's Wheels, hashtag 100 miles to the gallon, look it up. I worked at a vineyard, serving wine, and then I got the call to come to this fund. It wasn't a fund, but firm.
Did it ever feel cringe to you?
Honestly,
and I hate you if the answer is no, but I also love you if the answer is no.
Honestly, not really, because no, because I did not change. I don't mean this like in a dramatic way, but I wasn't like, I'm this one person and now I'm gonna be a completely different person and start putting myself on the internet. Like, we could bring any of my, buddies, friends from growing up here today, and I think they would say the same thing. Like, I'm the same way.
Which is the best way to be. And I think one thing I've thought a lot about at the ripe age of 25, and I tell my friends to think about, is like, try to show up exactly as you are. Oh yeah, really get into it. As you are, how you are, in every room you walk in. Like, it doesn't matter if you're working in finance, or if you have this career in content creation, or you're doing it for shits, or you get a coffee in the West Village. Like, if you show up as your same Ella self, Walker self every time, there's like a magic to that. And most people don't do that. They chameleon,
For sure, yes.
And so that's what I think sets you apart.
That's very nice. Sorry, I'm locked in.
No,
over
you
here.
should be locked in. I mean, it's a Playdate. I'm supposed to be nice. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice.
But I agree. I mean, and there's nothing wrong. Like, if you're gonna, it's fine if people learn new things about themselves or want to reinvent themselves. That's obviously totally great and fine. In my particular case, just to answer the question though, like I am the same.
This is you. This is what
me.
it is.
This is me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not brave. I am bruised. I'm just who I'm meant to be.
This is me. Wow.
Where's Hugh? Where's Hugh? Where's Hugh when we need him?
Should we make a short film? I feel like we should.
Yeah, we should.
I feel like we should. Okay.
Can you help with funding?
Can I also? Yes. But can I also ask, why do men refer to their friends as buddies and buds? I think it is a turnoff. I think it's part of the reason I'm now a lesbian. I think it's, I don't like the word. I don't like it. So I want to know why you have to refer to a guy as a bud. I don't get it.
It's a good question. I can tell you this. One of my, pet peeves has been, I don't like when someone calls me bud who doesn't know me.
Do people do that?
Yeah, sometimes. It gives sort of the air that, they think that they're sort of, above you for some reason. And it's like, all right, bud. That's just that kind of thing. I see it more like dad to a kid.
Totally.
My dad calls me bud and my brother bud sort of thing. Guys, I don't know. Guys, my absolute boy. That's a big one. That's a hot one right now. But I call people buddies sometimes. It's more of a nostalgia thing. I don't call... If my mom is like, Walker, what are you up to tonight in the city? Mom, I'm not meeting up with some buddies at a bar. I'm meeting up with some friends or, some guy friends.
You say friend. You do say friends. I feel like it's hard for guys to refer to their friends as friends.
Yeah.
It makes them feel demasculated. Yeah. It's not a word, I made it up. Demasculated.
I call my guys friends my guys friends. My guy friends friends.
You call your guy friends friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm meeting up with some friends.
Right.
Or I'm meeting up with the boys, the fellas.
The fellas.
The absolute boys, BOI.
Okay. BOI, you have to be 16 or younger.
The boys.
Walker.
I'm meeting up with Squad.
What? Okay. You know what? This is a perfect time.
Squad and I are going to drop the equivalent of Guatemala's GDP on my dad's card at Due West tonight.
If you could relive one moment from your childhood, what would it be?
Oh, baby. Definitely not getting my tonsils out when I was 2. Tonsil and adenoidectomy, same time.
I don't even know what the latter is.
The adenoids. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm not reliving that. Okay. I would probably relive, I mean, I have to say, we had some pretty epic, like, Christmas times, like, at my grandparents' house with, like, all the cousins. But I want to give something specific.
Did you ever kiss a cousin? That's so inappropriate, but I just asked you.
Not that I remember. Not that I can recall.
But Christmas time, if you think of something specific.
Yeah, no. We need something specific.
Okay.
A memory as a little guy that I would like to relive.
Yeah, as a kid.
I would like... okay. When I was probably 12,
okay,
I had a bunch of buddies over to my house for my birthday. And there was an epic snowstorm. My birthday's in February. I'm a Pisces.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Oh,
I knew you were.
Sensitive.
I'm sensitive.
Oh, walk sauce. Okay. Had the birthday.
Yeah. So I had friends over, and it was, like, really fun. And I just, like, we played, it was a huge snowstorm, and it was the classic, like, we went to the movies, we went and saw, I think, Without a Paddle.
I have no idea what that movie
such a good movie.
is.
And we came home, huge airsoft war, and then a giant sleepover in our, like, living room.
So you weren't scared of sleepovers anymore at that point?
It was at my house. It was a home game. So we were fine. I was deep REM fireside by, midnight. I had no problem. It was when I was having an away game at someone's house where, I was a complete basket case.
Totally.
But anyway, long story short, my 12th birthday, just an epic time at my house. Nerf gun wars inside. Like, I would love to do that again.
Totally.
I would love to
do
that
again.
It.
I think you should.
Yeah.
What is one of the craziest things you believed as a kid?
I thought my dad could fly. I thought my dad could, like, genuinely fly.
In a car or just by himself?
By himself.
And you just thought, did he tell you he could?
He did nothing to make me think this.
You just
as a 3-year-old, I thought my dad could do anything, which he can.
Oh, love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad. And Mom. If I didn't say Mom, then there'd be an issue. Well, both of you guys equally.
Totally. What's something that kids know that adults forget?
Well, it's almost something that kids don't know that adults are maybe more aware of, sort of. Like, kids will just kind of unapologetically go up to each other and start talking and saying hi and having conversations, which I love. And that's something that I have tried to do my whole life.
Totally.
College was really the first time I was ever kind of away from home for an extended period of time. And literally my only goal when I was in school was, like, say hi to everybody I see. Not for any reason other than I just wanted to get to know the people around me. And I think little kids, if you're at a playground or if you're in a classroom or wherever, if you're in an airport, a little kid sees some other kid with, like, a sick backpack or something, or, like, a shiny dress.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, like, I love that dress. It's just so much more simple. I like what I see. I'm going to go tell that person that I like what they're doing. Let's be friends.
I love that.
And I feel like adults are just, for a million reasons, just much more cautious, much more, they're worried or nervous or maybe have other agendas or whatever.
Totally. The phones aren't helping, right?
No.
The phones aren't helping.
Screenagers.
You're looking at one. We don't know how to be bored.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to just sit in that, like, I'm at a coffee shop and I like your shoes and we're standing there waiting for the coffee. Like, you don't say it. Totally. You're just looking at someone's fucking Instagram story.
I had a bad run-in, actually. Do you mind if I tell a quick story with this?
Please tell it.
The little kid inside of me coming out, me forgetting I'm a 31-year-old man. We're on the street. I'm on the corner of, like, Hudson and West 11th. Actually, it was Hudson and West 11th with my wonderful girlfriend.
Shout out, girlfriend.
Shout out. Hi, Ming. What's our nickname? Don't worry, it's cheesy. Anyway, we're on the street, and there's this little girl who's probably 4 standing next to us.
I'm scared.
With her mom. And we're both there. We've been standing at this red light for, like, a minute. I made brief conversation with the mom, so, like, she knows I'm not a total psychopath. I'm also with my beautiful girlfriend. Like, it's less threatening than if I'm alone. Like,
totally.
And this little girl was decked head to toe in a pineapple outfit. Like pineapple, like pants, shirt, hat, no hat, but whatever. And when you're a little kid, what you're wearing is like, I mean, you're in your like Super Bowl uniform, like jersey, like, you know, you pull up to the threes class in preschool and you're Batman tighty whities, and all you want to do is tell people about your fucking Batman tighty whities. So I said to this, I was like, oh, like, I love your pineapples, like, in a nice way. And my girlfriend just looks at me with just disappointment. And the mom kind of looks at me and, like, grabs her kid and runs away. And I'm like, what did I say?
I didn't mean your pineapples.
I mean, the kid's covered in pineapple. In my mind, I was just like, she must be walking around the streets of New York being like, I've got 100 of SpongeBob's homes on my person, and I'm so excited. No, it was just like a pineapple day. It was just an average Sunday.
So if
and
you're
she was excited.
This, we love your pineapples, not your pineapple.
Point being, like, I forgot that I wasn't physically the little kid anymore, and I can't just be like, oh, hey, like, I like your pineapples, like, have a great day.
You meant well, and you were being silly and trying to compliment someone, so.
I just wanted that little kid to be excited that someone recognized what I assumed was something she was excited about. Totally. But then here I am, the ass.
You're not
you and me.
Ass.
The ass out of you and me with the assumption.
Walk sauce 42, you're like walk sauce.
Underscore.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Walk sauce 42, no underscore, is like some guy who makes moonshine in Kentucky. I looked it up, so I have an underscore.
What would little Walker say if he could see where you are now, the trajectory you're on?
But he can, he's right here. Just kidding.
You get it. You get it.
Sorry to cut you off.
No,
the trajectory I'm on.
You didn't.
Little Walker would be super, super excited and fulfilled and happy. I think people sometimes think, like, people talk about paths or roads as a metaphor for, like, your journey. What path am I supposed to be on? What am I supposed to be doing? And I genuinely believe, like, at the end of the day, there isn't the only right answer to that is to sort of do your best kind of every day at whatever it is your world revolves around right now, whether that's school or your new job or whatever, and, like, just kind of listen to yourself. And, you know, people are smart. We know when something feels off, and people try to, a lot of times, you know if something isn't right,
Totally.
But you might ignore it.
Totally.
Listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and then kind of, you know, follow your heart at the end of the day. And that's sort of what I've been doing. Granted, it's sort of hypocritical for me to say because I was fired from my job. I didn't, like...
No, but, like, that...
But, like, I was.
You were.
And then I started doing content stuff and entertaining and performing, which I really love to do.
Well, that's your truth.
So he'd be super happy. I have a pillow. When I was born, February 22nd, 1994, Mount Sinai Hospital.
We'll never forget it. Happy early birthday, honestly.
Thank you so much.
November. You're welcome.
TYSM. A woman who I don't know, my mom would know who this is, an older lady, got me a embroidered, like, needlepoint pillow of this book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, by Dr. Seuss, and it says, Oh, the Places You'll Go, Walker. And it's this big, and I still have it on my bed today in Princeton, New Jersey. Shout out 609. So I think that's kind of like a fun sort of...
Oh, Walker, let's not play. It's
poetic
the
reminder.
Universe. It's the universe.
So the little Walker is, you know, he's always known, you know. It took adult Walker a little time to come back around. But here we are.
Well, that's what I think adulting is. I think being happy as a grown-up is letting go of this idea of supposed to and should in anything, and peeling back the layers of who you were before the world got its hands on you, right?
For
because,
sure.
like, how you present now, how you work, how you express yourself, you know, between us girls is really who you've always been. And that's what you've been saying this entire interview. And I think that just shows that if everyone else out there can start to do more of that, like, the world will be a better, happier place, you know?
And then little little doses. You don't have to, you don't have to go 0 to 60.
No,
it doesn't have to happen overnight.
And I also, one other thing on the content front.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting to hear you say in another conversation, shout out, I think it was Nina. Was it Nina? You're totally fine. Was it Nina?
Nina.
You were saying to Nina, former journalist,
God, you really did do your
that.
homework.
I really do my homework.
I never did homework.
It's okay, but look where you are now. I said, I'm going to have one. I said to Nina, or you said to Nina, rather, cheers, that for like a year, you didn't make any money. And you built this from your childhood bedroom, which I also thought was very like Toddlers.
With my pillow.
And so, I think like that was encouraging even for me to hear, like having really been at this since like April. And like it takes time, whether it's content or finance, like it takes time, right?
Totally. Totally. Rome wasn't built in a day, baby. It did burn down in one though. But anyway, I digress. Yes, totally. Whatever you're doing, it's like going to the gym. If you're trying to like lose weight or something or get big, your buddies getting big, the boys, swole.
Literally hate that whole sentence.
It's not going to happen overnight, even if you're using steroids, even if you're,
Would you know from experience?
Oh, yeah, I would.
Okay.
No, I've never been on the juice, but the juice. Point being, it takes time. Anything great, I think, takes time.
Totally.
And, I had to sublet my apartment. I moved back home to my parents' house in New Jersey.
Bedroom.
And look, all things considered, it was okay. Like,
yes.
First world problem. I had to go home to my parents' home. Like, I was lucky to have a place to go,
Right.
But I was in my childhood bedroom. My parents were like, dude, like, why is our 29-year-old oldest son, putting peanut butter on his face in our bathroom? And, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, running around shirtless. And, like, I had to... Anyway. And I was like, Mom, Dad, trust the process. And it took probably a year to make any money. And then I made a little bit. And then... it's not like I'm rolling in dough, Play-Doh.
He's rolling in lollipops
these days, but we're good. Like it's all good. We're okay.
Oh, we're great. It's a gorgeous, crisp day. I feel like we're in When Harry Met Sally right now.
Very much so.
And I'm Sally, and you're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need a just electric cable knit sweater.
Yeah, totally. We should go to Katz's
and a
after
receding
this.
hairline.
Oh, I'm craving Katz's. Do you like Katz's?
Katz's would be sweet.
Yeah.
Little hot pastrami.
Totally. Guac sauce. If you can, I need your best, David Katz. I just need what you think he would be.
So he's the father of three girls.
I'm obviously the oldest.
Works in private equity. Is a Chicago guy.
Yeah, but like works the firms in San Francisco.
So is he working remotely or is he?
He's on that United back and forth flight a lot.
Yeah, he's mileage plus. He knows the drill. He's just deleting undercover snacks at altitude. He's just he's just working deals, providing shareholder value, providing for the family, just ripping the Tesla around the burbs of the windy city. Because I know he's an EV guy.
It's not the burbs, though. It's the city, but you're so close. The girlfriend's in New York, I'll say that.
Okay.
Parents are divorcado.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's got the GF and the Big Apple, comes to the city, and, he's just the absolute man. He's been to Nantucket. He's been on island. He's deleted a few Matticat mysteries out at Millie's during sunset, thrown on his Nantucket Red slacks, even though he doesn't want to. His daughters made him do it for the photo. And, he just makes a good living, but 3/4 of it goes to skincare for the daughters' respective birthdays. And, he's just always scrolling the internet for, jewelry sales because these three women are expensive as fuck.
And yes, we are.
And yeah.
Oh, keep going. It just comes out. It's unreal.
I wish I could talk to him for 2 minutes so I could really
I think you're gonna
do an impression.
We're gonna have to do it.
But
that was unreal.
Basically the points to take home are electric vehicle, commuting to and fro San Fran, deleting a full-bodied red at altitude during the commute, gets a little break from the chaos of the three whippersnappers he brought into this world.
And are we whippersnapping?
Trailblazer here.
Right.
Aren't they whippersnapping?
Thank you.
He'll also, he's bi-coastal. He's got the steady filly in the city, so he'll come visit her. And, when he's not just providing shareholder value and making markets, he's just got the feet up at home and just he's enjoying a program. You know what I mean? Like guys do. He's got the green egg out back and he's smoking some meats, even though 2 of the daughters are vegan. And, you know, the girls are trying to put the whatever hot skincare product is on his face when he just wants to watch a Western.
Walk Sauce, love you. Can
Love
we
you
have
too.
a play date again?
Yes.
You're really with it and authentic. And if you're not following this guy, like, honestly, why are you even on social? So,
yeah, delete your socials if you're not.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Al.
We're going to do it again soon.
We're going to do it again soon.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.